Alright. So I haven't played Valheim in a good while, and I'm just modding some things right now. Let me just edit this while I'm talking about stuff. Wait. So these are the values. It goes in percentile based on the debuff. So it turned into 0.8. Wait, with 0.0, like if I make it so it doesn't multiply it at all, would that just mean that the wet debuff would just not affect anything? That's what I'm hoping for. I could be wrong on this, so I'll have to do some testing. Because if it doesn't modify anything at all, then hopefully when it puts it on, I shouldn't be losing HP regen or anything. That's kind of what I want this mod for. So we'll minimize that for now. So, well, with Valheim Plus, basically it does a lot what other mods are doing, like when it comes to food and shit like that. Um, 'Cause, like what I have for this is like I have it so where it basically nothing has weight on it. I have it set up to where food has like basically infinite duration, no degradation. Like this thing does a lot of what other mods do, and that's why I'm like confused that these other mods are still on there. Like it has like the infinite fuel, the auto fuel. It has both of them in one mod, so you can edit stuff around like that. Um, I never like the thing that this mod like makes kind of incompatible is like the Forsaken powers. Like you have to turn the active and cooldown to 0 for like passive to work and stuff like that, and so on and so forth for like to make them passive. Um, I put a 10K on stack multiplier because I thought some of them only stacked up to 20. So I was like, okay, well if I put it at like 10 times, oh, well it's actually yeah 10,000, 10 times the value, it'd be like 200, no, like 2,000 or whatever, and I figured that'd be fine for most things. But some things end up stacking to 5,000. You could probably tweak this down to like maybe half, maybe 5K. But I just wanted to make sure I was at least at like 900 for most stacks because I want to be as much of a pack mule as humanly possible. I didn't turn this on, but I honestly should 'cause I did kill a deer in water and then I couldn't get the shit from it. And that kind of pissed me off, so I'm gonna put that back on true. This is like HUD stuff. I don't care about this. It's actually not too bad, but I don't really care. I also got this thing for like loyal spears, so like my spear will return back to me so I can be a little spear chucker. Kind of wish there was like an arrow, sorry, an arrow mod that basically made arrows like infinite and like never run out. Like I probably have to like use a console like a cheat for that, which I didn't really want to do. I kind of want to just have it be like a mod plugin, but you know. And then these are like editing production speeds. I don't feel like I want to edit the production speeds. I feel like most of what I wanted to do is like have the infinite fuel so now to get wood all the time and shit like that. Just cut out some of the tedium in the game that annoyed me. Carry weight doesn't matter because nothing has carry weight on it. This normally is like 2. I buffed to 5 because I felt like you had to get a little bit too close to things. So I figured like doubling it's kind of okay. What if I just put another number on that? So I have this at 5. Um, Maximum 12 damage. So it's like 120%. I feel like this should be 100. It should scale up with your skill level at 100 value. Maybe 100 might be overkilling it a little bit too much though. Because like if it's 70%, so I'm level 10, I would have 7 more damage on my unarmed skills. Yeah, maybe I should leave it at 70. Maybe that's fine. 'Cause I do want like a fist build to like be kind of viable, but not like broken. We'll bump it up 10%. Oh yeah, this is like seconds. So the thing that sucks about this is this one doesn't apply to the first comfort level. It's like if you're comfort level one, you get rested, you'll still have the 8 minutes. So with this one, you have to get at least comfort level two or higher for like the seconds to take in place. Auto repair, and I made sure like yeah. So this would be you would change this to 0 and 0, and that get like the passive buffs. I do kind of want them to be passives. Maybe I'll do that and get the. Or I could just make it like a duration of like. Because if I were to change, this should get rid of it. Hold on, let me do something real quick. And make it something like ridiculous, like basically last almost forever, and then the cooldown will be 0 seconds. So that way, and then we'll get rid of the animations because I don't care about the animations. So that way, when I activate one of them, this should this whole section would be fine. Yeah, yeah. Player section, yeah. This should make it so it basically lasts forever, has no cooldown, and I can just swap in between them. And again, if it does last forever, the cooldown won't really matter, but 300 seconds is a bit much, so we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, auto equip shields, which is really nice. Like every time my spirit comes back, my shield comes back in my hand. I don't have to manually put the shield back on every single time, which is nice. Um, Weapon switch requested mid-attack will be carried out when current attack is finished instead of being ignored. Actually, this is good to have because with the loyal spear things, when I was throwing it and I would accidentally hit the secondary attack, which I bound to C instead of middle mouse, uh, he would do like the Sparta kick, and because he does the Sparta kick, it won't switch to my spear. And like this would make it so that when the weapon comes back after the Sparta kick, he'll put the spear back in and I can throw it again. So this is actually good. I should have put that on to begin with. I wasn't thinking about that. Skip intro. I have arrived on spawn. Uh, yeah, I'll take that off because I don't really care for that. You will not put away when swimming. I mean, that's a minor thing. Yeah, I want this one. Like, I don't mind the stuff being put away because you're swimming. You shouldn't be swimming with like a whole fucking tower shield and stuff in your arm. Like, that's kind of weird to me. But the fact that you have to like manually hit the buttons to put the stuff back on, I feel like this should be an automatic thing. Someone put that on. Oh, yeah, no. Fall damage in this game is absolutely retarded, so we're gonna reduce it by 90%. Because you will literally jump off a rock that's like 2 feet high. You'll land on the ground while you're sprinting. Not even. And you'll take like 20 damage at low levels. Like, it's fucking stupid how much fall damage is in this game. So we're gonna reduce it by 90%. I feel like, because like 50, I don't feel like, I feel like taking like 10 damage from like that kind of fall is kind of retarded. Like, I almost want to reduce it by 100, just take fall damage out of the game because I do want there to be some fall damage. The max fall damage. I mean, with 90% reduction, it'll be a while before you can hit 100 damage, so that's fine, that's fine. All tutorials will skip from now on. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that from now on, because I'm getting tired of having to talk to that fucking bird. I don't really need to worry about this, but I should, just in case somehow I get enough weight to be encumbered. That's like server-based shit. I feel like this is fine. I feel like you should use stamina in your role. I only took it off being overweight, sneaking, and swimming because I feel like the dumbest parts of the game was when you have to swim from one place to another. You think you're good, and then in the middle of it, you're just not good, and then you just die. Like, I feel like that's just stupid. Like, Especially like the amount of stamina that drains when you're swimming. Like you barely swim from like one place to the next. It's like not even like 3 feet, and you're fucking dying within like 3 seconds. It's fucking. It was dumb. It was dumb. I had to get rid of that shit. Uh, the delay of stamina regen, I feel like it's fine. I didn't really have too many. If I have any more problems with like the stamina delay and whatnot, I might come back and edit this a bit. But I feel like jumping and running using it's fine. I feel like using it when you roll is fine. It's just like when you're sneaking and you're using stamina, it doesn't take much to crouch like this. Like it's just like doing it all the time to like sneak, but it shouldn't drain the way it does. Like the way it does is like way too fast in my opinion. This just will be like stamina usage. I feel like stamina usage is mainly fine overall. I don't really want to change anything when it comes to like actual uses. Yeah, we'll leave that be. I don't know enough about this Eicher stuff to want to change it for right now. Oh yeah, this is like blood magic or whatever. Yeah, no, we're gonna change this to true because so this will make it so that mobs can't damage my house and destroy it. I feel like that I want that to be a thing though. I feel like there should be like you can't just go into a home and then just hide there forever. It's gotta take some damage, so we'll leave that off. Yeah, we'll take the water damage, like water force damage, because like I know like you're only making like mostly rafts starting out, and they should take some damage due to water force. But I feel like I'm not sure like the water is like that much in that game. Like I haven't like done boats in a while, so I can't say for absolute certain. So like part of me would want that in. Actually, you know what? We'll just leave it false right now. I'll see how annoying it gets and like how it's done, and then I'll disable it or enable it from later on. Structural integrity over distance. Wait. Oh, this is like based on like yeah, free air stuff. I feel like what's annoying is like when I was building like the ridge things, I was building them from right to left on the house with them sideways instead of like front and back, like horizontally instead of vertically. And for some reason, like on the third row towards the end, towards the left, even though it was right by a wall, the pieces were falling off, even though they were right next. They were like, attached to something. And like it didn't make any sense. Maybe it's because I didn't have them on top of the wall. It was just like connected next to the wall, so it's kind of like free air, I guess. But that was annoying me, and so I was like, whatever. I don't know enough about wards to care about that right now. So this is the. I'm hoping the the restrictions removal doesn't conflict with this option. 'Cause I could turn this to false and just disable it entirely. Because the workbench restrictions removes the workbench needed for building and stuff. But I don't think it removes the roof check. Damn, I might need to have this on. And you know what? Just in case, I'm not gonna go too crazy. We're gonna do something like that. And then we'll do Do something like that. Like it doesn't need to be too far because like I want to be able to space the parts out from the workbench a little bit and not have them all like cluttered on top of each other. So that way I can just like have the benefits without having to like place like basically do like Tetris on the fucking workbench. What I wanted was a mod that would make it so that you are the workbench. Like you can like make upgrades and put them under character, like in your inventory or something. And then you can craft more things that way so that you are the workbench and you don't have to make a workbench. That's what I kind of wanted. Sadly, there isn't a mod like that where you're basically a portable workbench. I was hoping there would be, but I guess no one bothered to put that in the game. Um, what was the other one? Oh yeah, it was that and arrows. Those that was the two things I wanted. And sadly, those are the only two things that aren't in, but that's fine. I can make do. This is like rows and inventory space, shields. I feel like this default shield stuff's fine. I could go to first person if I wanted to. I really don't want to though. It would be kind of interesting to play it in first person. Windmills, spinning wheels, sap collectors, Ada refinery. Projectiles, I don't know enough about projectiles to. I mean, I could change the velocity. Oh, this is like charge velocity though for like arrows, not like spears. This wouldn't do anything for spears. I don't really think I'm gonna be bothering with tameables. That loop drop, mob spawner. Yeah, I changed the. Yeah, I changed the. Yeah, we'll save that. That's already saved. What else did I want to edit real quick? But I feel like the locator's fine by itself. I want to edit that one. Let's see what's on this one. What's the crafting restrictions? Okay, so it just sets the value to true, and that's about it. So I should be fine, I think. And I'm pretty sure epic loot doesn't work until once you kill gray dwarfs or higher. I could be mistaken, because I know when it first originally came out, I had to edit it a little bit. So let's go test this wet and cold mod real quick. I'm pretty sure I changed it to where I don't have to worry about the stupid debuff where you dip your toes in water and you lose like half your regeneration for no fucking reason. Like I always hated that debuff, and that's why I wanted that shit gone. Like I wish there was a way to like just remove the buff entirely and just not have to tweak it. But I mean, there probably is. I don't code and stuff. So all right, let's go back on my dude. So I should be able to build how I want now and not have to worry about anything. Because I figured I'd work around the structural integrity nonsense by default to where it wouldn't be an issue and all that other stuff. Okay, so it's Alt 1. Oh yes, it does get rid of the food. Boom. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now I can put my new food buffs on. Bam. And now I have infinite duration and stuff. And with this remove food buff mod, I can remove the food buffs when I want to. And I won't have to. I forgot the resting bonus goes away. I don't have to sit down, but I like to sit down. I still need to make a bed though. So we need to get a shit ton of wood so I can finish up this fucking house. And then I have it where repair works in like an AoE. Oh, let me punch something real quick. So we have that, and then actually, hold on. They punch this, punch this, punch this, and then boom. Like yeah, it adds a it, like adds in like a big radius, so I'm good there. So let's try this out. So if I hit C and then do the kick, oh. It still doesn't do it. I would still need to manually hit 4 afterwards. Okay, I'm cold. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. No, I have to go tab to look at active effects. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, what the hell? Wait, these are all just health regen effects, right? One of them's they're two of them are stamina regen effects. Feels like my stamina's fine though. No, it feels like it's slowing down. Okay, let's go take some damage real quick. Yeah, that's a great word. Where is he at? There he is. Hit me real quick, please. Yeah, it definitely feels like I'm not regenerating at all. That's dumb. So, I need to edit that mod again. Let's go edit that mod. So, my value changes were completely stupid. So, what was it? Wet and cold. Where's wet and cold? Here it is. Right, did I not see? So, if I do like that, maybe I put everything at 1? Maybe it just won't affect anything. Because 0 didn't do shit. Point oh. Let's try this. Oh yeah, wait for it to update stuff. Okay, boom. Because what I'm hoping for is I can just put my toes in the water, everything works as normal, I just have the stupid debuff on, it doesn't do anything. Oh, come on, valheim. There we go. Ideally, you could just get rid of them altogether, but if there's no way to automatically strip the debuffs off you, then I just gotta deal with the modifiers. Okay, so right now I feel cold. What does the cold do? I still lose stamina regen by like 25%, which is dumb. Let's see. What? Resist. Okay. Reverse frost, reverses lightning, which makes sense. These are fine. So I lose about 40% standard again, just for having these two buffs. I wonder if I could just let me go back to the config real quick. I wonder if I can add that line in and just do it that way. So we'll have, why does it keep going back to default? So I should put, boom. Maybe it's because like the one is what's screwing with it. Like putting the 1.0 instead of just one. Or maybe I just can't edit those. That's probably what it is. I just want to make sure that I'm just being as safe as humanly possible when it comes to this. Because I don't know exactly like what lines need to be what and what works with what for it to work how I want it to work. I gotta experiment and play with some shit to figure it out. Oh, I hate when it does this. Got boom, start game. Because it did remove the debuffs from health regen. So maybe if I do the standard regen one, I could do the same thing. And when I want to use Aider, I could probably do the same thing for that too. So it seems like it only affects health regen. Hmm. I don't like that there's no way to get rid of the stamina part. Maybe it's because they still have the old applied one after it. Where's my door at? Door? Hello? Where are you? Oh, I'm on the wrong side. So alright, let's go get the cold buff reapplied. Maybe that'll change now? No. It's still 25%. That's fucking stupid. Oh well, I gotta deal with it. Alright, before I start this day, let me save this real quick. I want to do a bit more research. There's gotta be something that gets rid of this stamina bullshit. Valheim Plus doesn't do anything for wet and cold. That's weather damage. It's just find the appropriate settings and change. There is no appropriate settings. That's fucking AI response, dude. Yeah, look for the settings that don't exist and then change them. Uh, I don't care about rain, fog, and snow. That's fine. Wait, hold on. Weather tweaks. I might need to look into this. Well, first we'll have to put Valheim. So wait, so I'm looking for that game. Oh, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Whatever, it's already there. Weather. Here it is. Weather tweaks. That's like, yeah, after the Mistlands, a lot of mods have that. Oh, but no, it's possible to change settings. I don't care about the particles. Um, s- it was saying you can get rid of the wet and cold thing. It's not saying that you can do that. What does this one do? I'm gonna look at this one real quick before I try that one out. Okay, this guy doesn't even have like a GUI or anything. Yeah, fuck that guy. All right, so we're gonna try this one out. Let's see what I can do with it because I need to run it first, and then I can get the config. Download, then it'll install. I'm glad it does that shit automatically now. Like I hated that you had to like go to the download, then install it, then enable it. There. Oh, what's unresolved? How does Epic Loot fuck with the weather? Yeah, we'll load weather tweaks first. That's weird. Why does Epic Loot doesn't do anything with the weather? I thought maybe it's just a weird like JSON thingy. I don't fucking know. We'll load only weather tweaks first though. Okay, so we're gonna try this now and hope the game doesn't break. Imagine getting something that I would want to use and it just like doesn't work. Like if anything, you figured it would fuck with wet and cold. All right, making sure there's no issues. Seems like everything's good. Okay, now that's loaded. I can quit this real quick and then we can go back into the config folder. Weather tweaks config. Let's go here. Okay, so logging. I don't care about that. Fog multiplier. Enable a fourth weather in the Mistlands once. Yeah, I don't care about that too much. Maybe it's just letting you, I guess it's letting you know what the default value is. That's all it does. It's like I can take off wetness from rain. That's about it. Yeah, this only like changes like the wet debuff. I mean, it's good. So I don't want to be cold at night. Fuck, folks. I have to change it for every single type for every biome. That's crazy. Yeah, no, we're just gonna just get rid of this shit. This isn't what I want. Okay, so we're gonna. Where is it? Weather tweaks. You are going to be uninstalled. There's gotta be something, man. Maybe I'm looking for something for cold. No, it's just wet and cold. Yeah, like why is it not the stamina one? Let me see if there's like something on here that says like, yeah, it only I want the stamina regen ones. Maybe someone might have something. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Oh, here it is. A change of what and call standable penalties. That actually might work because I figured better stamina would only be like, let me see what synopsis of this is. Increased default stamina generation rate by 50%, reduced rested status effects down. Having weapons equipped will now reduce. Yeah, I'm definitely changing that shit. Okay, okay, okay. So it seems like I'm gonna have to like turning everything else off, but it doesn't say it has any conflicts with Valheim Plus, so hopefully this works. Alright, boot it up, and yeah, I'm gonna be deleting like all of that shit. It's ridiculous. I think a stamina modifier mod just to get rid of the shit that I want to get rid of when it should have been in the wet and cold thing. Okay, so boom, we loaded it up. Now we can go to config. Where are you betters? That's what it's called. Here it is. Wait, did he literally make the same two fucking mods? Whatever. 1.0. The second, I feel like that's what it is anyway. So you swing real quick and then you stop. So it should be a second. So this would change it so at the back skills they get a reduction. I mean, that's fair. They should get kind of some kind of stamina bonus at. Should be one, put at two. So we'll leave that as it is. Oh wait, Wait, 15% penalty. Oh, this is the wet one. Yeah, we'll put that. So now cold and wet should have no penalties now. And that just makes the tools don't have stamina costs. I wonder if there's something for freezing, because I know freezing is going to be an annoying issue. Let me see if there's anything for that. Nothing? Okay. So I'll just have to mitigate that normally, which is fine. That I can deal with because, it's like a limited thing. Okay, so here's hoping there's no issues. Let me get in the game real quick. I should have everything at default values besides the benefits, and everything should be fine. I hope. This is why, like, I mostly hate survival games because I have to tweak them to my liking every single time because there's too much tedium and annoyance in them to enjoy them fully. Okay, so I don't know if that one or the other one overrides it, so we'll see. Okay, so it seems like it's the Valheim Plus is the one that takes over by default. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna get cold, so we'll have to test it on wet. Alright, what do we got here? What? It's supposed to not do that. I mean, it feels like it's kind of normal. I guess it just doesn't display it. Oh, whatever. Alright, that's enough of that for now on recording it. I just wanted to just showcase that because I just wanted to see people exactly, let people know exactly what I'm doing to tweak it, and hopefully it helps them if they need to tweak some things as well. Alright, back to just playing.